Imagine being fully aware of the world around you, understanding every word spoken, every emotion in the room, and being completely trapped inside your own body. That is the uncomfortable reality Goodnight universe drops you into from the very first moment. I'll start by breaking down what you can expect from the game mechanics, or you can just go ahead and skip ahead to my final thoughts and ratings. This is one of the strangest, quietest, and most emotional games I've played this year.
But I knew I loved these people.
Oh, come on. I was just trying to lighten the mood. Look, he's totally fine. It's not like anyone died.
You start from the perspective of a baby with an advanced understanding of language and the world around you. However, you have no physical abilities, like talking or even crawling. You're trapped in a tiny body with no control over the world that determines your life. Until one day, you realize you can turn off light switches with your mind. And eventually, you start moving large objects. These new abilities attract the attention of a local tech company, determined to capture you and figure out what you're all about. And all you want is to be loved and useful within your small family unit.
Easy, Tiger. We're working with you here. You don't want me to blow your cover, do you?
Your psychic powers start off slow, messing with light switches or moving small things around a room. As the game progresses, your powers grow stronger, eventually allowing you to do things like listening to distant conversations. This is a point-and-click game, so you're limited to actions needed to progress rather than any abilities you can use at any time. However, not all skills are activated by simply clicking. Some require moving the cursor to dial in before they work. While playing, you will be presented with many options on how to react. You might be a happy baby and laugh in some situations, or be a sad baby and cry.
I didn't want to be cute as a button.
Some choices will even trigger callbacks later on. With so many options, you have some control over how your story unfolds and ultimately ends. After completing the story once, you'll have the option to replay any part of the game, allowing you to quickly go through and try different choices to see what happens. You won't have anything to worry about graphically, and the language was clean as well. The worst of the words spoken were bleeped out in a hilarious fashion. The story shouldn't cause any problems either. I imagine most kids might enjoy watching and probably won't understand the full depth of what's actually happening. If the kiddos want to watch, there shouldn't be any significant issues.
Did parents really do things like that? Terrifying thought.
I would love to hear any thoughts or questions you have about the game or my review. Please leave a message in the comments below. And while you do that, let's move on to my final thoughts and ratings. Goodnight Universe was an unexpectedly great game considering how short it was. It features unique graphics from a baby's perspective, packed with details in every part of the game. It's not remotely realistic, but its quirky style adds vibrancy to the experience. It's incredible how a small kitchen can feel so expansive depending on where you view it from. It started off slow, with introducing the characters and gradually learning new psychic powers as the game went on. But by the end, I fell in love with the story and premise, even tearing up 3.5 times. It has an incredible story and really immerses you in it through its gameplay perspective. There were even multiple choices that affected some outcomes. Because of that and the short length, I replayed a few sections to see what else could happen. With the option to choose specific sections to play, this game offers a lot of replayability.
Look at you.
The only thing I can complain about would be the limited gameplay. If you're looking for a fast game or heavily involved mechanics, you might not enjoy this one. It wasn't as stale as a point-and-click game, but it was basically a point-and-click game. Staying in one spot and moving the camera around to find things I could interact with was the entire game. Different abilities were used, but I had no options. What was needed was what was used given the current situation. With that, it's time to get the numbers and give this game a home on one of my shelves. The visuals were quirky and fun. Everything stood out and it was easy to navigate. That's a 4.
Just mama's perfect baby.
The story was the best part of this game. Heartfelt, emotional, and I loved how the narrator gave life to the protagonist. That is a 5.
You really want to let Mom throw all of Grandpa's old cool stuff away?
Gameplay was a little lackluster. Move the camera and click on interactable spots with some choices to be made in dialogue. I'm giving it a 2.
Hell.
Decent replayability with the consequential choices to be made and ease of access to sections of the game. It's a 4.
Ignore them both. They don't know what they're talking.
Fun is a tricky one. I enjoyed the story a lot, and I really wanted to see it through. But fun feels like a strong word. Nonetheless, I'm giving it a 3. Earning Goodnight Universe an average score of 3.6 out of 5. Earning it a spot on my top shelf. It's a great game that really stirs the emotions. The gameplay might not always be entertaining, but the story more than compensates for any issues you might find. Skybound Games has made another game that, from what I understand, really touches players' hearts. If it's anything like this, they know how to deliver great storytelling and immerse you in it. However, if this doesn't seem like the kind of game you want to play right now, no problem. I've reviewed quite a few games over the years, and you can check those out through the lists on your left.